Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. So in today's video we are going to talk about how does machine learning works, okay? So this is the topic of today and let's dig into it. So there is a video before that about what is machine learning, the definition, and I will put the link down on the description. So let's get started. So what are those are the known steps for machine learning, okay? So there is at the beginning there is the data collection. So we need to collect the data. And then after that there is the data pre-processing, okay? So in this step we need to pre-process the data to make it clean, and we will discuss this later on, okay? And after that there is the future extraction and selection. So after doing the data pre-processing we need to make future extraction and selection, and after that we will train the model, we will evaluate the model, and we will deploy the model. And as we can, after all those steps, refine the model, okay? So those are the this is how machine learning works, and those are the known steps. There is some steps that you can bypass, but it is recommended to pass through all of them. So for example, the model refinement can be bypassed, okay, but it is a step that should be taken into consideration, okay. It's important to note that there are various types of machine learning, okay, algorithms, including supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. We will discuss those later on, okay? So the specific algorithm and technique used depend on the problem at hand and the nature of the available data, okay? So because those are how this is the algorithm that work for machine learning, and we will discuss all those later on. But for now, it's only about how does learning works. So this is how it works. There is the data collection, data pre-processing, feature extraction and selection, model training, model evaluation, and model deployment. At the end, there is model refinement. Those are the steps for machine learning. And later on, I will discuss each of those separately. Okay, so let's start with data collection. So, what is data collection? The first step in machine learning involves collecting relevant data that represents the problem or task you want the machine learning model to learn. Okay, this data can be in form of structured databases, images, text, audio, or any type of data. For example, take those files. Okay, we need to collect the data. For example, this is a file, and this is another one, and this is another one, but they are the same. They serve for the same purpose, okay, but they are in context different contexts. For example, this one over here has only one white line, and this one over here has two white lines, okay, but they are both files, okay. And there is too many examples. For example, there is the handwriting digits. For example, if you take a look how I write numbers and how someone else write numbers, it is different, okay? So, or for data frame, there is the salary of the workers. So, for example, you need to collect each worker and how much money does he get from his work, okay? So this is the data collection. It's only taking the data. It can be different forms and shapes. Okay, it can be an image, audio, or data structure, as I have explained before. So you need to collect the data, and after that you need to pre-process the data. Once the data is collected, it often needs to be pre-processed and cleaned. This step involves removing noise, handling missing values, normalizing data, and transforming it into a suitable format for further analysis. For example, filling the empty value of a dataset on a dataset. When you here collect your data, for example, the data, the salary of the workers. There is some values that can be missing in your data set. Okay, so you need to handle those. For example, you can remove the row completely, or you can fill the empty values with values that you see are correct for the corresponding title. Okay, there is not only that, this is on the data set and on the image. For example, if you want to extract the features from the image, from the images, you can pre-process the images, so you will show only the important detail on your images. Okay, and it is a quite handling task. It sometimes it is quick, clean, sometimes it requires more effort. Okay, so I've put those two pictures. One only wash it with water, and the other one needs to be washed with products. Okay, this is an example that I give over here. Sometimes the pre-processing is quick, and sometimes it is not quick. So let's continue reading. For example, filling the empty value on a data set, or getting rid of other row, as I've explained before, removing noise from images, or only selecting the details and prepare them for the next step. Okay, so as I've explained it to you before, and now let's continue. There is the feature extraction and selection. In this step, relevant features are extracted from the data. Features that the measurable characteristic or properties of the data that help the machine learning model to learn patterns and make predictions. Okay, feature selection may also be performed to reduce the dimensionality of the data and improve the model efficiency. Okay, so for example, when you are going to collect the salary of the workers, you may find in your data the weight of the workers, and the weight is not a features that will determine how much money does he make. Okay, so you can get rid of this column. Okay, and only keep the columns that matter. For example, the years of experience matters for knowing how much money does he make, this employee. Okay, there is feature extraction and selection. This is the example I gave. For example, let's say another example. On a data set of payment, you would select the age as a feature or graduation year to predict the title of the job and not the weight. Okay, this is only you need to extract the features from your data set. Okay, and put them on a clean on a the, you prepare them for the machine model. Okay, you prepare them for the learning. Okay, so let's continue. And then there is model training. The training phase is where the machine learning model learns from the labeled data. During training, the model uses the input data and their corresponding labels or target values to adjust its internal parameters, mostly in case of supervised learning. Okay, the goal is to find the best possible parameters that can accurately represent the underlying pattern and relationships in the data. For example, take this number, handwriting one, and then when you give it to the kid, he would start writing something like this on the left side, and then after some experience, he will get better. It is the same thing with the machine. Okay, you give it the training set, and it will try to find links. It will try to learn from it. Okay, and after that, it will give you what it has learned, and to make predictions or decisions. Okay, for example, training a kid to write numbers at first, it would not be aligned. After some tries, he would get better, and it's same thing with the machine. Okay, so this is the model selection and the model training are the most crucial parts of machine learning. Okay, so you need to select the model and also train the model, because the selection of a model is a quite big topic, and we will discuss it later on. Okay, but for now, I'm only showing you how machine learning works. Okay, so the model selection is a whole new topic, and I will try to talk about it later on. Okay, so let's continue. And then there is the model evaluation. After training, the model is evaluated using evaluated using a separate set of data called the validation or test set. The evaluation metrics depend on specific problem, but commonly used metrics include accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. So now when we make our prediction, we need to know if our model is doing good job or not. Okay, so we need to evaluate it. So how much accurate is the model? If you gave it a data set, how much it is accurate? Okay, so we need to pass it the validation set, because there is the test set and there is the validation set. The test set, the model will try to learn, and on the test, the validation set, it would give predictions. So we would feed the model with data that don't know about, that was not trained on. Okay, the model was not trained. There is the training set, and then the validation set. So the test set is not trained about with the model. Okay, it is a whole new data, and we will see how much accurate the model is. Okay, we will try to see if it's performing good or not good. We may see. So for example, for a machine learning model to recognize pictures, we will feed it those three pictures that didn't pass through the test set. Okay, so yeah, I will try later on to make you a program with Python, and I will show you with Google Colab, and maybe I will share with you the the notebook. Okay, but for now it's only description of those steps, and I will try to make another video about the how to make machine model. Okay, machine learning model, and how to predict. So let's continue. Then there is the model deployment. Okay. So on the model deployment, now you have the model. You are happy with the results. It's giving good results. And now we need to deploy the model. You need to make prediction with the model. Okay. Once the model is training and evaluated, it can be deployed to make predictions on new and seen data. This involves feeding the new data into the training model, which then produces predictions or decisions based on the patterns it has learned during training. Okay, for example, there is the weather prediction. It is quite a good topic, and it has tons of features. And then we have the model, and now we will use the model to predict. We will use the model to make better decisions. For example, if you want to play a game, you will teach the model the best move, and from that you will try to find the model will try to find to you the best combinations in order to win. Okay, so let's continue. And the final step, it is model refinement. Now you are happy with your model, you want to make it better. Okay, so let's read this. Machine learning is an iterative process, and models can be refined and improved over time. Okay, the performance of the model can be monitored in real world scenarios, and if necessary, the model can be retrained on new data or fine tuned to enhance its accuracy or adapt to changing condition. Okay, so you can refine the model to make it better or to adapt it to the current situation. Okay, so yeah, this is how machine learning works. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. The link of this PDF, those slides are as PDF are on the description, as well as some useful link. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. It would really help the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.